Hare Krishna. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी 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 गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन नंदन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जयो यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna, सब बोलिए। Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Gopinath Radhe, Jaya Radha Gopinath Radhe. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. जय कलियुग पावन हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते
वासुदेवाय,
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय,
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय,
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
धनं सेवा नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरये
ततो जयमुदीरये
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
अष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके
भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकी नन्दनाय च
देवकी नन्दनाय च
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु
दीनबन्धु जगत्पते
दीनबन्धु जगत्पते
गोपेश गोपिका कान्त
गोपिका गोपिका कान्ता
राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते
राधा कर्ता नमस्ते
तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी
तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी
राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृषभानुसुते देवी
वृषभानुसुदेवी
प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
नमामि हरिप्रे
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
नमो विष्णुपादाय
नमो विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामीनिति नामिने
स्वामी नित्यानन्द
नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे
सरस्वती देवी
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
गौरवाणी प्रचार
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
प्रभु नित्यानंद
प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद
सादि गौर भक्त वृंद
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
हरे राम हरे राम
हरे राम हरे राम
राम राम हरे हरे
राम राम हरे हरे
Hare Krishna.
हरे
So welcome everyone to our weekly Bhagwat Gita class. Thank you for taking out your time and coming to attend this Gita class. We are continuing our discussion from Bhagwat Gita as it is. We are on chapter 2nd. We have discussed last time, I think verse number 11 was discussed by Rasikraman Prabhu. So just to give a quick recap of what we have discussed so far. This Bhagwat Gita, it is a very very interesting book, a conversation between the Supreme Lord and his devotee on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. This is not a book to be read in times of emergency. This is a manual of our life. Just like with every machine comes a manual, the Lord has given a manual for our life. Generally, when we get some new machine, new device, how many of us read the manual properly? Either we keep it or we dump it. When do we read the manual? चल नहीं रहा है यार, मैनुअल किधर है? वो मैनुअल तो मिल ही नहीं रहा है. So that's the problem many times with us also. The Lord has given this manual for our life, but unfortunately or for many reasons we don't get time to read this very important manual. And when things go wrong in our life or doesn't go the way we want, we turn to this manual and we don't understand anything. That's the problem. When we read Bhagavad Gita on our own, it is a very nice book, very high philosophical book, but it requires a supervision. It is to be read under a teacher. That's the way which every knowledge in this world. So this knowledge which we are reading, we are getting, this is a very very refined science. It is not a mythology. It is not just a way of thinking. It is a manual of our life. And the more we try to apply these principles, we'll see our life changing, transforming for good. So this Bhagwat Gita began with a very interesting question by Dhritarashtra. He says, what did my sons and sons of Pandu do on the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Because he was apprehensive. Maybe this Kurukshetra is a Dharma Kshetra. It was a place where great rishis would perform yajna and so many dharmic activities for the welfare of people in general. So he is little fearful. This place should not have effect on my sons. They should not become dharmic. They should not think, chalo nahi yudh karenge, aise hi de dete hain. We'll give the kingdom. And he's thinking, maybe the Pandavas become more charitable and they may not fight. So he's thinking like this. Sanjay tells, your son will never change. Sudharne wala nahi hai wo. He has gone to his teacher Dronacharya and he is inciting his teacher. Tava Shishyena Dhimata, just see your intelligent disciple Drishtadyumna. He is the commander-in-chief of Pandavas. And he learnt under Dronacharya. Dronacharya taught him everything, knowing well that Drishtadyumna is the cause of death of Dronacharya. He takes the name of all the warriors on Duryodhan takes the name of all the warriors on the side of Pandavas, and he misses one very important person, Krishna. He doesn't even mention Krishna. Because he is a chariot driver. Now what is the use of taking the name of Sarthi? Sarthi kya karega? And then he takes the name of all the warriors on his side and he mentions another interesting person, that is Karna. What was interesting about Karna?
He was also supposed to fight.
He was not there on the battlefield. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripascha Samitinjayah. Karna had taken a vow. Till the time Bhishma is there, I'll not fight. So Karna enters the battlefield on 10th day. But he is taking the name of Karna also. So that's the difference between a materialistic person and a spiritualist. A spiritualist, he always understands that whatever is happening in my life, it is orchestrated by the Lord. There is a divine plan of the Lord for every one of us, and he believes in that and he has faith in that. But a materialist person thinks that whatever I am a self-made man. You must have heard some people saying, मैं जो भी हूँ अपने बलबूते पे हूँ, मैं किसी के सामने भीख नहीं मांगता, मंदिर भी नहीं जाता हूँ. I am a self-made man. So such type of people, they represent this mentality of Duryodhan. Not even mentioning Krishna. Because what God will do in my life? He is just sitting in the temple. And I am working hard. So why should I give any credit to God? And then the verses continue. All the warriors on the side of Pandavas and the Kauravas, they blow their conch, indicating the beginning of the battle. And then Arjun, he tells Krishna, please place my chariot in between the two armies. Senayor ubhayor madhye ratham sthapaya me achyuta. Why? Yavadeta niriksheham, मैं निरीक्षण करना चाहता हूँ. How these armies are hell-bent to fight. Who all have assembled and how hell-bent they are to fight. And Krishna places the chariot right in front of anyone knows? Bhishma and Drona, because they are the dearmost to Arjun. If Krishna wants to confuse somebody, he does it royally. Right in front of Bhishma and Drona. And then Arjun is seeing 5 generations in front of him, not for a family get together, but for a fight. Acharyan, Matulan, Bhratrin, Putran, Pautran, Sakhim Stata, Sashuran, Storidaschaiva, Senayor Ubhayor api. दोनों तरफ देख रहे हो. My mother, my fathers, my uncles, my brothers, my son, grandsons. And then he gets confused. Krishna, I don't want to fight. I am feeling compassionate. If I'll kill all my friends and relatives, how will I enjoy alone? I'll become sinful by killing all of them. And who will do Pindadan and Shraddha? Who will protect the traditions of the society? And then ultimately in the next second chapter he says, I am confused. That's the situation. Many times people are confused, don't know what to do. Dharma sankat. It is not so difficult to choose between right and wrong. Of course, it is sometimes difficult for some people. But it is more difficult to choose between two rights. ये भी सही लग रहा है, ये भी सही लग रहा है. That was the situation of Arjun. What should I do? I am confused. And then what Arjun did, every one of us is supposed to do. Go to a teacher and learn from him. And that will transform our life. If we are thinking, no, I know everything. बस थोड़ा और सुन के आते हैं क्या बोलते हैं. Then we will not get the proper understanding of Bhagwat Gita. Because Bhagwat Gita begins with this basic understanding that first become humble and ask. If you have Bhagwat Gita, please take out 4th chapter, 34th verse. In that, Krishna is telling the qualification of a person who can understand Bhagavad Gita. What should be the mood of a person who wants to learn Gita? This is a very, very important verse which describes the mood of a student. Why and in what mood a student should approach the teacher. This is 4th chapter, 34th verse. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninam tattvadarshinaha. Somebody can read the translation, please.
Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master and inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth.
Yes. Pranipat, Pariprashna and Seva. These are the 3 things required. Pranipat means become submissive, then inquire, and then serve. What is a service? Follow what is said. If you are asking something and solution is given, try to follow it. Because Jnanina Tattvadarshina, one should not say, no, I can follow all this spiritual path on my own. Teachers are required for every one of us. So this path of spirituality, it is a very, very sublime path which teaches us the purpose of our life. This one question is very, very important. Why I am doing what I am doing? The purpose, the why of our life. If we don't have this one thing clear, then we will not come to the conclusion, will not achieve success. Lord Krishna tells in one of the episodes in Govardhan Leela, he tells his father, Nanda Maharaj. He asks, when he sees Nanda Maharaj making all the arrangements for Indra Puja, so he asks Nanda Maharaj, oh father, why are you doing this, all these arrangements and all these rituals? Is there a purpose behind it? Gyatva gyatva cha karmani janoyam anutishtati gyatva karma siddhisyat yatha na vidusho bhavet. He says there are 2 types of people in this world. Some people, they know why they are doing what they are doing. Some people, they don't know why they are doing what they are doing. It's like one time I was asking some of the college students, medical students, so why you came to this college, why you took admission, and some people were really confused. पता नहीं क्यों आ गए, हम भी वही सोच रहे क्यों आ गए. And I asked, how many of you are thinking गलती कर दिया? So half of the class raised their hands. गलती कर दिया. Because they hear their friends enjoying. Engineering students, they enjoy. They don't have so much of study pressure. But medical students, lots of study pressure. So when people, they don't know why they are doing what they are doing, they don't achieve success. Gyatva agyatva cha karmani, जान के अनजाने में लोग कार्य करते हैं. Gyatva karma siddhi. If you do something knowing well why I am doing, you will get the results. Yatha na vidusho bhavet. If you don't know, you will not get success. So that's why spirituality begins with this basic question, why? Why I am doing this? What's the purpose of my living? That's the difference between humans and animals. Animals can't ask this question, why? One time I was with one of the college students, medical student, going in the campus, and he saw a dog sleeping by the road. And he says, Prabhuji, कितना सुखी है ये, इसके जीवन में एग्जाम नहीं है, मेरे जीवन में तो एग्जाम ही एग्जाम है. So this type of questions they come because they don't know what's the purpose. पता नहीं, we are forced to come here, अभी पता नहीं क्यों कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं. So that's how this is very, very important to understand the purpose. Why? This one question bewilders people. If you ask them, what's the purpose of your life? Purpose. वो तो कभी सोचा नहीं. Purpose means take care of the family, raise children nicely, make them big. That's all. Or, okay, take care of the society or the nation. After that, बस वही purpose है. But what about after death? What's then? Because death is a reality. Death will come for sure. Some people say, प्रभु जी आप लोग यार डरने मरने वरने की बात बहुत करते हो यार, ये डराया मत करो आप लोग. Talk about life, how good life is. Yes, art of living is good, but we also have to learn the art of living. If we don't learn the art of living, then we have learned half of the knowledge only. So Bhagwat Gita teaches both the art of living in this world and art of leaving this world. Both are equally important. I've told this story many times. There was once a king. He had 4 wives. First wife, she was beautiful, and this king was very attached to the first wife. He would give everything to the first wife: nice clothes, ornaments, nice food, whatever she demanded. Second wife, she was really beautiful. Wherever he would go, he would take her to show off. Third wife was intelligent one. Whenever king needed advice, he would go to third wife. Fourth wife was neglected one. The time passed by. The king became old. One day he thought, I'm about to die. Maybe I should take one of my wives with me so that, I have a company after this. So he went to the first wife. Will you come with me? She said, nothing doing, why I'll come? Without saying, he left. बेचारा बहुत दुखी हो गया. He went to the second wife. Will you come with me? She said, no, after you die, I'll get remarried. और दुखी हो गया वो. He went to the third wife. Will you come with me? She said, I'll come till graveyard. उसके आगे नहीं आऊंगी. So he thought, no point asking fourth wife, because he never gave any attention to the fourth wife. And as he was thinking, he heard a voice, I'll come with you. Who was that? That was fourth wife. All of us have these 4 wives in our life. Can anyone tell me who is the first wife?
Wealth.
Our body. सब कुछ देते हैं हम शरीर को, नहीं? Whatever the body demands, good food, nice clothes, ornaments, whatever. After we die, the first thing which leaves us is body. शरीर छूट जाता है. Second wife, very beautiful, जो दूसरे की हो जाती है मरने के बाद. Wealth, दूसरे की हो जाती है. Third wife, relatives, they come till graveyard. And the fourth wife,
Soul.
that is the Supreme Lord inside every one of us. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hridayeshe Arjuna Tishtati. He is there with us in all circumstances, in all the species, but we never turn to Him. So that's how we have to understand this path of spirituality teaches us the art of living in this world, art of leaving this world also. That is very important. So as Arjuna surrenders to Krishna, he says, Shishyaste aham, now I am your disciple. And Krishna, first thing he does is he chastises Arjuna. He says, you are behaving like a pandit, but you are a fool number 1. You are lamenting for dead body. Body is anyways dead. The soul is eternal. That is what was in the 11th verse. We'll continue with the 12th verse. We'll recite this 12th verse. नत्वेवाहं जातु नासं
गत्वेवां जातु नासं
न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपा
न त्वं देवे जनासव
न चैव न भविष्यामः
न चैव भविष्यणामः
सर्वे वयमतः परम्.
सर्वे वयं मतपरणम्.
Translation somebody?
Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these things, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be.
So Arjuna is thinking all of these people will be dead. Krishna says no, it will not happen. The soul is eternal. The body is changing, but the soul is eternal. Soul never dies. All these kings, they were existing in the past, they are existing now, and they'll exist in the future also. There is one very, very important principle we should understand, that many people, they say that we want to become God, and by process practicing this spirituality will become God. But this verse very clearly says we were there in the past, we are existing now, and we will continue to exist individually. We will never merge with God, we will never become God. So individuality of the soul is always maintained, and we can become godly, we cannot become God. You know, the desire to become God comes from this basic desire to enjoy and to be happy. Every one of us want to be happy. None of us think जीवन में ज़्यादा खुशी हो गई है, थोड़ा दुख चाहिए, जितनी खुशियाँ है कम है. But people don't know how to be happy unlimitedly. We are searching for the right thing in the wrong place. What do you call a school in Hindi?
जले
Vidyalay. What do you call a library in Hindi? Pustakalay. A restaurant? Bhojanalay. A hospital?
रुग्णालय
Ruganalay. What do you call, you know what Krishna calls this world as?
दुखालय.
This Krishna calls this world in 8th chapter, 15th verse. Krishna says this world is Dukh Alay. Dukh Alay ज़्यादा हो गया नहीं. If somebody goes to a library and says एक whiskey मिलेगा क्या? बोले पहले ही पी क्या है. उसके लिए कहाँ जाना पड़ेगा? मदिरालय. You are coming to Pustakalaya and you are asking for a whiskey. So you can't get something else apart from books in Vidyalaya, in library, Pustakalaya. Similarly, when Krishna says this world, Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam shashvatam dukkhalaya. Why Krishna calls this world as dukkhalaya?
full of sorrows.
Because, अच्छा इस संसार में खुशी है कि नहीं? सुख है कि नहीं? है ना? तो क्यों बोल रहे हैं भगवान दुखालय? Why Krishna is calling this world as दुखालय?
Everything has an end.
हाँ जी?
Everything has an end.
Everything has a beginning and end, and the happiness of this world is very limited. It is like you go to a sweet shop and you ask ये रसगुल्ला कितने का? बोला एक रसगुल्ला 1 करोड़ का. बाप रे, बहुत महंगा है भाई. So we don't understand that the happiness of this world is also very costly. But we are used to getting it. We are used to getting a little bit of happiness by lots of endeavor, so we don't mind paying that much amount of money. We have never understood what is actual happiness. Srila Prabhupada would tell a story. In the previous times, when the kings, they had to punish some criminal, there was a unique way of punishing them. So this criminal was he was put underwater, and as he was about to die, taken out, allowed to breathe for once or twice, again put him underwater, do it for 100 times. And then after this punishment was over, if the criminal was asked, when you are taken out of water, kaisa lag raha tha? Bole kitna acha laga malum hai, I could breathe. So it is said in scriptures that the happiness of this world is actually the cessation of pain. दुख नहीं है जीवन में ना, खुशी है. So that is most of the times happiness. दुख नहीं है. But positive happiness is missing in this world. There are different levels of happiness people can experience in this world. The lowest level of happiness is the happiness we get by our senses. The life of enjoyment. Enjoy your senses. कितना खुशी मिलेगी उससे? What is the capacity of the body to enjoy? Very limited. And as one grows old, the capacity decreases further and further and further. Very limited. How many parts of our body can give us happiness? Only 5 senses. Nobody says, today my kidney is giving me so much pleasure. How many parts of our body can give us pain?
Whole body.
All parts. Each and every millimeter of our body can give pain. So our body, if we want to get enjoyment by our body, it is very limited. Higher than that enjoyment is the enjoyment we get when we are with our friends and relatives, near ones, loved ones. उसमें खाना पीना भी भूल जाते हैं. Arjun was in that situation. He was in pain because his relatives were in front of him. I don't want the bodily pleasure. I don't want kingdom. I want my relatives. Higher than that pleasure is the intellectual pleasure. When people who are philosophical or scientists or those who are into management, खाना पीना भी भूल जाते हैं, घर परिवार को भी भूल जाते हैं. Want to solve this problem first. That gives higher level of happiness. But one step higher level is the happiness we get when we are in connection with the soul or the Supreme Lord. Krishna says in Bhagwat Gita, Sukham atyantikam yattat buddhi grahyam atindriyam. This happiness we get when we are in connection with the Lord, that is atyantika sukha. That means extreme level of happiness. And that is what we are aspiring for. But unfortunately, we are trying to find it in a wrong place. Trying to get happiness with our friends and relatives, thinking that they will satisfy me, but they don't come to our expectations sometimes. Sometimes we don't come up to their expectations. So that's why the happiness of this world is limited. So this desire to enjoy and become God, that is there in everyone. Because we want to be happy, we want to be peaceful and satisfied. But actual way of getting satisfaction and happiness is described in scriptures. Connect to the Lord. That is the permanent pleasure that never fades away. The happiness of this world is very limited. And we always feel, ये करेंगे तो मिल जाएगा, ये करेंगे तो मिल जाएगा. स्कूल में थे तो लगता था कॉलेज में जाएंगे तो खुशी हो जाएगी. लगता है ना? नहीं लगता? अरे स्कूल में ही परेशान हो. कॉलेज वालों को क्या लगता है? बस एक बार डिग्री मिल जाए, then life will be fun. और डिग्री वालों को लगता है एक बार नौकरी मिल जाए, लाइफ विल बी फन. और नौकरी वालों को लगता है अरे वाह, सो लाइफ विल बी फन. फिर बच्चे हो जाएं, फिर तो आनंद ही आनंद है. फिर बच्चे बड़े हो जाएं, बस बच्चों की शादी देख लें, बस फिर क्या आनंद, उससे बढ़कर कुछ आनंद है क्या इस संसार में. उसके बाद बस पोते पोतियों को खिला लें, बस 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 बस. फिर पोते पोतियों को बड़ा होते हुए देख लें और उनकी शादी हो जाए तो फिर तो मतलब that's how we always live in the future tense. We don't get happiness in the present tense. We always think बस ये मिल जाए खुशी हो जाएगी. It is like mirage in the desert. You go closer, it will recede away. कुत्राशिषा श्रुतिसुखा मृगतृष्णिरूपा क्वेदं कलेवरमशेषरुजां विरोहा. Prahlad Maharaj is telling the Lord, oh my Lord, where is auspiciousness in this world? It is all Mrigtrishna, it is all mirage in the desert. The more you go closer, it will go away. So therefore, and the animal, foolish animal, doesn't know that there is no water there. Keeps running, ultimately dies. In my school days, there was a small story that one time there was a king, and he had huge amount of lands. He announced one day that anybody can come and walk from sunrise to sunset. Whatever land they could cover, it will be theirs. पढ़ी है story? सबने पढ़ी हमने story. So some people walked for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. बोले बहुत हो गया, अभी इतना मिल गया ना. One person was so greedy. He said, नहीं कैसे छोड़ेंगे? तो golden chance है. He kept walking from morning to evening, and as the sun set, he also dropped dead. उसके लिए 2 बीघा जमीन काफी है. So that's how we have to understand. The more we run behind the things of this world, thinking that ये मिल जाएगा, वो मिल जाएगा, ये मिल जाएगा तो खुशी हो जाएगी, नहीं होता है वो. So unfortunately, it is never the case, and the whole world is advertising that only. मजा करो, eat this, have this, taste this, enjoy this, and you'll be happy. Unfortunately, happiness is very limited. It is mirage. So sometimes we should just sit and think, what's the purpose? Why I am doing what I am doing? Why I am running so much? Why I am maintaining my family? Why I am taking care of the society or my country? What's the purpose? Because ultimately everything will end. Either we will not stay or they will not stay. We are not running away from responsibilities. We have to take care of our responsibility. We have to take care of our family, children, society, country. But while taking care of our all these other responsibilities, just like there are 2 types of dharma. There is paradharma and aparadharma. Aparadharma means the dharma of this world. What is our dharma? We have a duty towards our family, towards our society, towards our nation. That is our dharma of this world. Apart from this dharma, there is the dharma we have towards the Lord also. That is called as paradharma. Sometimes we forget that. And then we get confused and bewildered like Arjun. Arjun was in this situation. He was not able to understand his paradharma. He was just thinking about the aparadharma. My duty towards my family, my society. Krishna said, you think about the duty towards me, towards the Supreme Lord. And then you'll actually be able to serve the society also properly. We are there to serve the society and family, but we should be very, very careful to understand the actual purpose also. What will help the person in the long run? It is said many times, the path to destruction is paved by good intentions. Somebody may say, well, I was thinking good about that person only. Prabhupada would tell a simple story. One time there was a small child, he had typhoid. And the doctors told, isko kuch bhi tala wala nahi dena hai. No fried. And this child liked fried things. So one day his mother, she was going somewhere for a few hours, and she told her daughter that you'll take care of your brother nicely. Okay, I'm coming in some time. And as mother is away, ये भाई बोलता है सिस्टर बहन को, दीदी आई वांट दैट फ्राइड पकोड़ा मेरे को बना के दो ना. बोले नहीं, इट इज़ नॉट गुड फॉर योर हेल्थ. यू डोंट लव मी. यस, आई लव यू. कैन यू प्लीज गिव मी दैट पकोड़ा? So out of her love, what she did, she very nicely prepared pakoras for her brother and fed her nicely. What happened? He became more bad. His health became worse. So she had all the good intentions, but she didn't know how to serve her brother properly. So spirituality means we should know how to serve a person properly. What will help a person physically, socially, emotionally and spiritually also. That's the definition of health. The WHO definition of health is complete state of physical, social and emotional well-being. and also spiritual well-being. Now the spiritual well-being is coming more and more in picture, because nowadays people are understanding we have lots of technological advancement, we have fast gadgets, high speed cars, latest technology, all the medical devices, but still आप लोगों के ज़माने में देखिए, आपके पेरेंट्स ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के समय में सुसाइड रेट्स कितने थे, अभी कितने होते हैं? बढ़ गए कि कम हो गए हैं? The depression rates have increased or decreased? All the social vices, have they decreased or increased? Increased. Why? What is the problem? We are missing something. Because all the technology should make us happy, should make the life peaceful, but still we are missing something. That is spirituality. Because the Vedic India, or the history of Vedic India, describes that spirituality was the center of our life. That's why we were very prosperous and peaceful. Ayodhya was also prosperous, and Lanka was also a prosperous country. Right? Lanka had Sone ki Lanka. So what was the difference between the prosperity of Lanka and prosperity of Ayodhya? Anyone can think? Okay, so what was the result of that spirituality? Yes, Mother, you were saying something.
They were peaceful, they were content.
They were satisfied. That is the difference. We are not against prosperity. Spirituality definitely brings prosperity. For sure. Dharma, artha, kama. Dharma, if you practice dharma, artha will come. But what is the distinguishing factor is what you do with that artha. Materialistic people, they use that earth for their own enjoyment. But a dharmic person will use it to serve God. And serving God, entire society flourishes. Yasmin tushte jagat tushtam. Today is Akshaya Tritiya, very, very auspicious day. This is the day when this wonderful story of Durvasa visiting all the Pandavas, it happened. One time Durvasa Muni went to Duryodhan, and Duryodhan welcomed him nicely. And Durvasa Muni doesn't travel alone, he travels with 10,000 of his disciples. So he went, and Duryodhan welcomed him nicely, satisfied him. And Durvasa was very pleased with Duryodhan. He said, "What do you want, Duryodhan?" And Duryodhan, he had sent Pandavas 13 years of Vanvas. Still he was not happy. He wanted to trouble them more. He told Durvasa Muni, "You go and become the guest of Pandavas. They are very nice people. They'll serve you nicely. But go in the evening time with all your disciples." Because he knew that Draupadi, she had received Akshay Patra. So Yudhishthir Maharaj, he did tapasya to please Surya Dev on this Akshay Tritiya day only. And Surya Dev had given this Akshay Patra. And he told, till the time Draupadi doesn't eat, this Akshay Patra will keep giving all the food. So evening only Draupadi would eat, after feeding everybody, all the sages and everybody. So Durvasa Muni and all the 10,000 disciples, they reached. And Yudhishthir Maharaj, he became really confused and fearful. क्या करे? और दुर्वासा मुनि गुस्सा हुए तो famous for श्राप. So क्या करें? So he said, we need time to think. He told Durvasa Muni, all of you go take bath in the river and come back. By the time we'll arrange something. And they are thinking now what to do. And when a devotee is in problem, they pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, please help. And Krishna immediately appeared there. And then Krishna told Draupadi, I am hungry. Can you give me something to eat? So Draupadi said, I am already disturbed. Durvasa Muni is hungry. And I am not able to feed him. And now you are also saying I am hungry. I have nothing, Krishna. You have Akshay Patra with you. She said, no, I have eaten just some time back. Something? No, nothing is there. I washed it also. He said, please go and look at it once. Something must be there. She said, nothing is there. Just go and see once. She went and somehow she found that there was one grain of rice stuck. पता नहीं धोया नहीं ठीक से लगता है. She brought that one grain of rice and said, Krishna, only this is there. And Krishna very happily, he took that. And Krishna is not looking for the quantity. He is looking for the quality. The quality of devotion matters. When you have nothing, even little is sufficient. That does not mean भगवान तो क्वालिटी से खुश हो जाते हैं, हम उनको मन में अर्पण कर देंगे, बाकी ये सब धन अपने पास. कृष्णा इज लुकिंग फॉर ऑनेस्टी. और कुछ नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं, क्वालिटीज ऑल्सो, वॉट एवर यू कैन. कृष्णा इज भावग्राही. And Krishna is completely satisfied. And all the disciples, 10,000 disciples, and Durvasa Muni started belching. They felt as if they are full till neck. And then Krishna told Bhim, Bhim, you go and call all the sages. Durvasa Muni ko bulao. Bulao, nothing is there, Krishna. You go and ask them, call them. So Bhima, and Krishna told, you take your club also with you. So Bhima with his club, he is shouting, Durvasa Muni, come, food is ready. And all Durvasa Muni is thinking, अरे बाप रे, अभी नहीं गए तो मारे गए हमको. And we are not in a position to eat anything. Let's run away. They all ran away. Yasmin tushte jagat tushtam. So this principle is very, very important to understand. When the Lord is pleased, then everything else happens, So it is not just a sentiment कि भाई ठीक है, मानो तो है, नहीं मानो तो नहीं है. ये तो सब मानने की बात है, हम तो नहीं मानते ये सब. This is a fact. Because in the previous times we have seen all the kings, they were great devotees of the Lord, and that's why the kingdom would flourish. Yudhishthir was a great devotee. Pandavas were great devotees. Whenever there is a great devoted king, the country flourishes. It is described in the kingdom of Yudhishthir Maharaj. The cows would give milk without even milking. देखा आपने, बिना दूध निकाले गाय दूध दे रही है. I have few videos. When the cows are very happy, they give milk automatically. So that was the kingdom of Yudhishthir Maharaj, because the cows were very happy. So all the resources were very easily available in plenty. So that's the principle of spiritual life. When we serve the Lord, instead of competing with the Lord, मुझे भी भगवान बनना है, हम भगवान नहीं बन सकते. We can become servant of God. We can never become God. One time, one person, he was arguing with God, with Srila Prabhupada. He said, and he was telling that I am God. Prabhupada said, you can never become God. No, I am God. And as he was arguing, he got nature's call. He said, Swamiji, give me 1 minute, 2 minutes, I'll come. No, you can't leave. First you have to prove yourself. No, Swamiji, it is urgent. No, you can't go. First you accept that you are not God. Swamiji, I am God. Then you can't leave. He said, close the doors. Then ultimately he said, okay, Swamiji, I am not God. Now you go. Then he went and came back and said, Swamiji, I am God. So that's how stubborn people are. So Prabhupada said, you can't, if you are God, control your bowel movements. So people, they stubbornly say, I am God. We are God. You can become God. Prabhupada said, we are not God. If somebody claims that he is God, he is not G-O-D, he is D-O-G. So that is very arrogant nature if somebody says, I am God. Because we are competing with the Lord. And we can never become Lord. What do we want by becoming Lord? That's the question. We want to be happy. We want to be peaceful. And instead of competing with God, if somebody starts serving God, he enjoys more than God. That's the beauty of God. Krishna is not an envious God. I will not give my servants. Krishna is that type of God who likes to give more resources to his servants, his devotees. That's why he's called as Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. He is the abode of beauty. And the most beautiful aspect of Krishna is he gives credit to his devotees. He is not insecure. कि इसको मिल जाएगा credit तो मुझे लोग भूल जाएंगे. Krishna killed so many demons. How many of you know which all demons were killed by Krishna? Kans or
Utna,
Utna or
Bakasur,
Chanur,
Bakasur,
Bakasur और महिषासुर किधर आया? मधु कहीं तक वो मधु तो विष्णु ने मारा है. हाँ, मतलब कृष्णा विष्णु एक ही है. There are many demons, but they are not famous demons. Who are famous as demons? Kauravas, Dushasan, Jarasandh, and Krishna could have killed them easily. Krishna defeated Jarasandh 17 times. He didn't kill him. He gave the credit of killing Jarasandh to whom? Him. Karna, Ashwatthama, of course, he was not killed. Dronacharya, Bhishma, all powerful warriors. Krishna gave the credit of killing all of them. Arjun, he could have killed them all himself. No, you take the credit. Nimitta matram bhava savyasachi. Krishna is telling Arjun in the 11th chapter, just become instrument in my hands. You take the glory, O Arjun. So that's God. When we serve God properly, when we align our thoughts with the thoughts of God, we can live peacefully without anxiety. Because fear is the difference between our plan and the Lord's plan. We make some plans, but the Lord also makes plans for us. And we think, Lord, I have made a plan. Can you please sanction it? Lord says, मैंने भी एक plan बनाया दिखाऊं. मेरा plan अलग है थोड़ा. And Lord's plan are better than our plans. So that's how spirituality means, when we start aligning our thoughts with the thoughts of the Lord. And that is what Krishna is telling to Arjun here. Don't use your intelligence, Arjun. Just do whatever I am saying. In the confused state, when we surrender to the Lord, follow the instructions of the Lord, then we enjoy and we get proper vision. So that is what it is described. So Prabhupada, in the purport of this verse, 12th verse, he basically describes that we can never become one with the Lord. And he quotes a verse. He describes in the purport that Supreme Lord is there in the heart of everyone, and the saintly people can see him. Nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam. That same Supreme Lord is there in everyone's heart, and he maintains everyone. So therefore, there are people who say that we can become God. Technically, they are called as Mayavadis. Mayavadi means one who says that I am God, or I can become God. But we can never become God. We are same in quality as God, but different in quantity. We are also having the quality of Sat, Chit and Ananda. And Krishna also, the Supreme Lord also has the quality of Sat, Chit and Ananda. Sat means eternal, Chit means all the knowledge, and Anand means bliss. Krishna has all this unlimited. We are very limited. Just like the gold particle and the gold mine. Gold particle, very limited. Gold mine, lots of. Another example is sun ray and the sun. Sun rays and sun, same quality, but the quantity is different. So that's how we can become godly. We cannot become God. God is infinite. We are infinitesimal. We are very small. And the process to connect to the Lord is by regularly practicing this chanting in this age. For Kali Yuga, for this age, the easiest way to connect to the Lord is by regular practice of meditation, chanting the names of the Lord. So I think last time also we learned this process of chanting. Rasikraman Prabhu must have told. So this process of chanting is a very, very important process. This is the way by which we can connect to the Lord. And then Lord gives us the intelligence how to work in this world properly, so that we can become happy and successful, make our life successful and help others also in this world. Okay, so I'll stop here. Anybody has any questions? They can ask. Yes.
About dharma and paradharma. So how do
Okay. How to fulfill the paradharma, dharma towards the Lord. So it is very easy to understand. Just follow what Lord says. What Lord is telling. So Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 35th verse, 34th verse, Krishna describes this. 34th. He says, just become my devotee. Always think of me. Manmana bhava, madbhakto, madhyaji, maam namaskuru. Offer respects to me, remember me, serve me. How to remember the Lord? How to serve the Lord? Easiest process is satatam kirtayanta. Try to chant the names of the Lord. In this age, for Kali Yuga, the dharma which connects us to the Lord is kirtan, chanting the names of the Lord. That is the easiest way to follow this paradharma, connecting to the Lord. There are different dharmas in different ages. In Satya Yuga, the dharma was go to forest and do meditation. Tapasya karo, hajaron saal tak. In Treta Yuga, yagya, big yagya. Dwapar Yuga, worship the Lord in the temple, the deities, Archa Vigraha Puja. Kali Yuga, chanting the names of the Lord. Krite tyadhyayate Vishnu tretayam yajato makhai dwapare paricharyayam kalautad hari kirtan. That is the simplest way to fulfill this paradharma. Regularly chanting. Because this is the easiest thing, but still your mind will say, आज नहीं कल से करेंगे. करना ही है, उसके लिए तो आए इधर. But कल से. आज तो busy day है. आज तो इतना सारा प्रोजेक्ट है, ऑफिस का इतना काम है, फिर घर का इतना सब बचा है, स्टडीज है, एग्जाम आ रही है, कल से या फिर नेक्स्ट वीक से करेंगे या फिर नेक्स्ट महीने से करेंगे. पक्का करना ही है, बट अभी नहीं, अभी तो समय नहीं है. सो प्रायोरिटाइज दिस प्रोसेस ऑफ चैंटिंग एवरी डे. ओके, हरे कृष्णा. एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस?
what you had started with. So you had said that a spiritual person believes that the Lord orchestrates everything in your life, whereas a non-spiritual person thinks that he's doing everything. Right? So where does karma come into the picture, right? Because we are also responsible for our actions.
Correct.
So how
18th chapter, 14th verse. Answer. In that, Krishna is telling, in every action we do, 5 factors they decide the outcome. Adhishthanam tatha karata karanam cha prithak vidham vividhasya prithak chaishta daivam chaivatra panchamam. The first is adhishthan, the place where you are working. That decides the outcome. If somebody opens an umbrella shop in desert, कुछ बिक नहीं रहा है, कहाँ खोला है आपने मार्केट? Adhisthana matters. Karta, the person also matters. How intelligent, expert the person is. Karanam, what instruments he is using. That also decides the outcome. Cheshta, what endeavor he is making. As it is said, nahi suptasya simhasya pravishanti mukhe mriga. If the lion, he is the king of the jungle, if he sits in one place and with his mouth open he is lying down, Hiran will not enter, the deer will not enter the mouth. The lion also has to work. So cheshta is also important. But the 5th factor is also equally important. That is daiva. Daiva means destiny. Who makes the destiny? We make our destiny. Our previous actions, they have made our current destiny. Our current actions will make our future destiny. Lord just sanctions our actions. It is just like a criminal. He is punished by the judge and another person is rewarded by the judge. Is judge responsible for the punishment or reward? No. He is reciprocal. So he is just rewarding you or punishing you. He is giving you the credit of the work you have done. So the Lord gives us the result based on what we do, what we have done. So that is very important to understand. Our endeavors are very important. One time a person, he was praying to Lord and says, "Oh Lord, ये लॉटरी लगा दो, बहुत बहुत जरूरत है, लॉटरी लगा दो, लॉटरी लगा दो." तो लॉटरी नहीं लगी. नेक्स्ट ईयर अगेन बोल रहा है, भगवान इस बार तो लॉटरी लगा दो. उस बार भी नहीं लगी. थर्ड टाइम ही सेज, इस बार तो भगवान प्लीज लॉटरी लगा दो. भगवान बोलता है, टिकट तो खरीद. So if you will not do your endeavor, how can you expect the results to come? Endeavors are equally important. We have to do our activity, karma. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, if there are no questions, we'll chant one round together. Those who have beads, they can chant. They can take out the beads. Or we'll chant together. We'll chant together, and the most important thing is, okay, those who have beads, I'll just tell again how to chant. This is the bead with 108 beads, mala, and on every bead we chant this Hare Krishna mantra full. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And the most important thing is, try to remember, try to hear each and every word, and your mind will go everywhere. Try to bring it back. We don't touch this index finger with the mala. So that's how we chant on every bead. So we'll chant together. And before we begin this chanting, we have this one mantra which is called as Panch Tattva mantra, which we chant before beginning this mala. We'll chant together. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Shri Advaita Gadadhar,
Shri Advaita Gadadhar,
Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
So now we'll all chant together. Hare, it's a very, very powerful process which connects us to the Lord directly. The names of the Lord, they are very, very powerful sound vibrations. So try to chant it every day in an attentive way. Try to do it in the best time is the early morning time. Otherwise, any time it can be done. There are no rules and regulations, no restrictions, no do's and don'ts. ये समय करना है, ये समय नहीं करना है. Every time, any time we can chant. Whenever we get time, we try to make it a daily habit. It is a habit we have to cultivate. And then gradually we'll see the transformation. We'll see the Lord revealing himself through the chanting. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Shrimad Bhagwat Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any of you have come for the first time today to our program? First time. Okay. No, everybody is already coming. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.